First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler, and thanks for joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. We appreciate you being a part of this show, whether you're watching on our website, whether you're watching on YouTube, or even the apps, which we do recommend the Fox 12 Oregon apps, one of the best ways to watch us live and after the fact, and plenty of other content on there as well. But today, we're talking about something that's, well, not only today, but this entire month, and that is National Children and Teens Grief Awareness Month, something that's really important to be aware of, and that's why we're talking about it here today. So in particular, we're going to be showing our interview with the Dougy Center, Brennan Wood from the Dougy Center, which is an organization that's been doing this for decades in the Portland area, helping people out, particularly children, but also their families going through any particular very serious, hard situation that's bringing a lot of grief, and they're there to provide that support. And so we wanted to find out more about their mission and what they do, and that's why we have this here. So let's just go for it. Here's Brennan. Brennan, thanks for being here with us. You know, excited to talk to you just about the work that you do there and that the Dougy Center does for so many children and families and everything associated with that. And I know that this month, and there's a day, you know, that really brings that into focus to try to highlight some of that and some of the work that you do and other organizations as well. Would you mind telling us what that is?
I'd be happy to, and it's wonderful to be here. Thanks for having me. Yes, November is National Children's Grief Awareness Month, and the National Children's Grief Awareness Day is a time for us collectively to pause and honor children's grief and to hopefully increase awareness around this real, public health moment in our country where 1 in 11 kids will have a parent or a sibling die before they turn 18, and that number doubles by the time they're 25 years old.
Wow. So, I mean, incredible statistic right there, and something to think about, how many people probably know somebody who has gone through this or is going through this or could. And so to that extent, what do you think is the most important thing for the general public to know about? What are some things actually that they should be aware of that they can do to help people in this situation?
Well, for those in the greater Portland metropolitan region, they can certainly access Dougy Center directly. So if anyone knows of someone who needs support and services for their family, Dougy Center offers all of the support and resources that we provide at no cost to families. We bring kids together based on their age and who died, and often even how they died in their family, to give them a community of support. Our role is really to provide support and resources to families so that they can hopefully avoid some of those harder outcomes that we know can happen for children who are grieving. And then beyond that, I think it's really important that folks are aware of this issue and what is happening for families, and be there for families that you may know or in your community to offer support, resources, connection, and to really understand that this is an important thing that we as a community, in our families, in our communities, in our world, really need to make sure that we're addressing and focused on becoming more grief-informed as a society.
How is that, how important is that for these children to receive that kind of support when they're going through something like this, and the resources and just, comfort that may come with having some place to go or somebody to talk to?
Yeah, well, Greg, I know I've shared with you my story before, but I'm happy to do that again and share that, my mom, Doris, died when I was 12 years old. And very fortunately, I went to the Dougy Center, and it changed everything for me. It truly was life-changing, life-saving. And I think that for kids who've had a parent or a sibling or someone else very close to them die in childhood, there are outcomes that we want to ensure that we're providing support around, so that kids get the opportunity to express what they're going through and have people there willing to receive that expression. And in addition to our direct support, Dougy Center trains thousands of people a year. We have hundreds of free resources for kids teens, young adults, and adult family members. And it's critical that kids get support. I can tell you that, no one else in my world really knew what to do. And I got to go to Dougy Center, and that was a game changer for me.
Yeah, to have that there, I mean, and that's amazing, from that time, from what you went through, and now you're working there, with that same mission too, to bring that to children. And when you're talking about the the center here, really just to bring that into focus too, how many children are normally going through there, and what are the best ways that people can help?
Yeah. So at Dougy Center, in any given year, we serve up to almost 3,000 people in in-person support. And there's two things that come to mind with how people can support Dougy Center's work and services. We provide everything at no cost to families because we know that the vast majority of our families are experiencing some sort of financial insecurity or instability around the death. And a lot of our families, almost a third of our families in any given year, are living at or below the federal poverty level. And so we provide what we do through the generous support of this community. So I would certainly say that number one, donations to Dougy Center that are fully tax deductible support us in having our master's level staff who run our support groups. That enables us to train volunteers, provide resources, provide support. And then volunteerism is the other thing that I would mention. We rely on about 250 volunteers who are trained to support our services. And so if anyone out there is interested in learning more about volunteerism, they should definitely check it out. It's actually a really hopeful, wonderful, often joyful experience. And I think people expect it to be something different than that, but our volunteers are incredible. And I would definitely encourage folks to check that out as well.
Well, Brennan, thank you very much, for joining us to talk about this too, and to share your experience, and to help people make sure that you're aware of that everyone's aware of what's going on and what great value that this provides. So, Brennan, thank you so much for being here with us on Fox 12 Now.
Thank you.
Oh, that was my bad. Brennan did say thank you on there, but yes, really appreciate her joining us. So I said it there at the end, and I do mean that, and it's very important work, and good that everybody can be aware of this, especially with the holidays coming up, or really any time that this could happen. And thanks for joining us here on Fox 12 Now. We do live stream here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and generally speaking, almost every day we are here live at 1 o'clock and going throughout the afternoon, covering a wide range of topics and also breaking news. This is the place to go anytime between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. We will have that for you here as well. But we're going to go ahead and sign off right now. If you are watching on YouTube, you see this video end. If you're watching on the website or the apps, this will go over to Local News Live. If there's any breaking news between now and 4 p.m., I will talk to you then. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.